system. So here, as I said, there will be a relationship between an electrical and mechanical system. So there will be a fixed analogy between electrical and mechanical. So due to this, it is possible to draw electrical system similar to the mechanical. So we call that as electrical analogous. You can the statement clearly states, so if you are representing, okay, electrical system in terms of mechanical, we call it as electrical analogous. See, so for that, to achieve those, we are having two methods. The first one is force voltage analogy and the second one is force current analogy. What are these? We will discuss one by one. So in simple way, you can also represent as force voltage and force current. So, in mechanical system, we will represent force, and electrical it will be voltage. Okay, the respective elements we will be replacing, so that you will understand while solving the problem. So let us consider the first force voltage analogy. Okay, so before considering, we shall take an example of a mechanical system where we will derive its differential equation and apply the Laplace transform, and similarly we will consider an electrical system, obtain its equation, and we will do the comparison. Okay, here you can notice a mechanical system where you are having a mass m, friction b, and k, spring constant. So a force is applied and there is a displacement x of t. According to Newton's law of motion, applied force will cause displacement x of t in spring, acceleration to the mass m against the frictional force. That is the concept. If you apply the force f of t, so there will be an displacement in k. Okay, that is the spring. So there will be some extension in spring k, and there will be a friction b. So how to represent the force equation? That is f of t, that is equal to, so take the force equation individually. As I said, for mass it is m into a, mass into acceleration. So I will represent mass into acceleration. Okay, yes. For friction, you can take it as b into rate of change of displacement, nothing but velocity, b into v, and one more, k into the displacement, that is x of t. So this will be your equation, that is force differential equation, where a is an acceleration and v is the velocity. Okay, and if I want to represent in terms of equation, what I will do, so I will take this as f of t as it is, and mass into acceleration, that is rate of change of velocity, that is d square x of t by dt square, plus b into velocity will be represented by rate of change of displacement, d into x of t by dt, and finally k into x of t, the change in displacement. So this will be your equation, force equation. So you know the equation, how an element will behave individually. So putting all together, so you will get a final equation. So this is not the end. If you want to compare, if you want to further analyze, you need to bring down this differential equation in terms of algebraic terms. So for that we are using Laplace. So you need to apply Laplace. See, the formula is very simple. You will be so this will be the repetitive formula for all uh, problems. So if I want to represent, so this is in time domain. So when I apply Laplace transform, it will changes to S domain f of s, that is equal to mass into, so d square x of t dt square will changes to m into s square, okay, m into s square x of s plus b into s into x of s, and final term k into x of s. Okay, if you take Laplace, so this will be your equation, algebraic equation You may ask, sir, how can we do the further analysis? As I said, see, you need to write this complete equation in terms of output by input. So now you know what is your input, that is f of s, and the output is here, x of s, x of s, x of s. All three it has a common. So you can take common as outside and you can write in terms of output by input, and you can check by giving the value of input x of s. What happens to the system output? So simple. Okay, so further we will discuss. So you understand how to write an differential equation of a mechanical system. Okay, this is first system. We have taken a mechanical system and we have written its differential equation, and later we have applied the Laplace transform and rewritten in the form of algebraic representation. So that is done. Now we will consider force voltage analogy. So here see, as I said, we have two methods. One is force voltage and one more it is force current analogy. So we have taken a mechanical system. So this is our mechanical system and represented it equation. Now we are considering force voltage analogy and we are taking a circuit diagram, okay, a simple, where it consists of all three elements. Okay, so in this method, to the force in mechanical system, voltage is assumed to be the analogous. Please make a point. So voltage is assumed to be the analogous one. So we should consider a electrical network as shown in the figure. So in that electrical network, you can see we have a resistor, inductor and capacitor, all three, and you know the equation, what happens, the voltage drop across the resistance, inductor and capacitor. Okay, so the current flowing is I of t. So as per Kirchhoff law, so we can write voltage V of t, that is equal to, so resistor it will be V is equal to IR. So I will represent I of t multiplied by R. And next, and again we know the for L, so that is inductor, so voltage drop across the inductor will be represented by L, differentiation of I of t with respect to dt, and I of t with respect to dts. Next, in the capacitor it will be 1 by c integration of I of t dt. Okay, so this will be your equation according to the Kirchhoff law, voltage equation, voltage drop. Now what we will do, the next, see, this is not enough, we will convert this into a Laplace. So how to do that? So taking Laplace, that is time domain, again it will be changes to s domain, V of s, that is equal to I of s into R plus L into the differentiation, as I said, S into I of S. L into L is constant, S into I of S, and finally, so integration, this will become 1 by S. Okay, that is I of S by S. So this will be the Laplace transform when you apply to this equation. And as you know, we cannot, so remember, we cannot compare f of s and v of s unless we bring into the same form. So the comparison cannot be done. So for this, what we will do, so we will use current as a rate of flow of charge. See, we will again reduce the equation, okay, in terms of I of s as a rate of flow of charge. So that is represented by, so I of t. See, we will represent this I of t as a rate of change of flow of charge. Flow charge will be represented by q, that will be rate of change, that is differentiation of q with respect to dt. Again, when I apply Laplace transform, so here it will changes to I of s, that is equal to, so differentiation, that is s into q of s, s into q of s. Later I will represent q of s can be also written as I of s into s. Okay, so remember this equation that we need to substitute here. So I of s, so if you substitute I of s as s into q of s, so the substitution has to be done to the equation. Let me take this as 1, equation 1. So what is I of s? I of s is given as s into q of s. Okay, so we are comparing f of s and v of s, that is force voltage. That is the comparison to the mechanical system as well as electrical system. So the final equation has to be brought down to the rate of change of flow, like charge. So when I substitute I of s as s into q of s, your final equation will be v of s, that is equal to, so if I substitute I of s as here, so this will be what will happen, s into q of s into r, s into q of s r. Again, if I substitute I of s as s into q of s, s into s, that is s square, L into s square q of s. And finally, you can represent it as, here I mistook c, okay, the c term is there. This will be 1 by c, ss get cancelled, you will be having q of s, equation number 2. So we will compare equation 2, so this equation with the analogous mechanical system, this equation. So I have rewritten in the next slide. Yeah, so this is the equation from mechanical system, and this is the equation from electrical system. So now you can see the comparison under force voltage analogy. So you can clearly notice that, see, we have written in the same form, s into q of s into x of s, q of s. Now, if I want to represent inductance L, okay, is analogous to mass m. This is the first representation. Inductance L is analogous to the mass m. And similarly, resistance R is analogous to the friction B. R is analogous to the friction B. And finally, the capacitance. Okay, so capacitance, it is reciprocal. I can write reciprocal of capacitor. So that is 1 by C is analogous to the spring constant K. Spring constant K. Okay, so this is the relation, the fixed analogy between mechanical system and the electrical system. And again, this is related to force voltage. Okay, remember, while representing in Fi, that is force current, the equation will change. The same will be, we shall now consider force current analogy. So that is Fi. So what happens here in force current analogy? So in this method, the current is treated as an analogous quantity. If you remember, in force voltage, we have treated voltage as an analogous quantity. Okay, so here the force will be replaced by I, that is the current I. So we will write the Kirchhoff law as per the current, that is given I is equal to the current carrying around inductor, around resistor, around capacitor. So previously we measured voltage across inductor, resistor and capacitor. Okay, so let node voltage be V. Okay, so we shall represent I is equal to, okay, so inductor, it will be the equation 1 by L integration of V dt. So remember this equation. And for resistor, it is simple, V is equal to IR. You can represent it as I is equal to V by R. So for capacitor, it is C into dV dt. So this is the representation as per Kirchhoff current law. That is I is equal to, for inductor, 1 by L integration of V dt plus V by R. For resistor, and for capacitor, C into dV dt, dV by dt. So if I take Laplace transform, so this is in the time domain I of t, so later it will change to S domain. I of S is equal to, since if you have an integration, it will be, when you write in the form of Laplace, it will change to 1 by S. So 1 by S, okay, V as a constant, 1 by S, L is there in the denominator, multiplied by V of S, plus V of S by R. So you can consider this as V of t, differentiation of V of t. So you have V of t dt. v of t dt. Yes, plus again the differentiation s into c of v of s. So this will be your equation when you apply Laplace transform. See, after applying the Laplace transform, you can analyze that. See, every equation can be rewritten in terms of output by input. Again, so we can write. So if you take v of s as a common, so that will be the input, or sorry, that will be the output, and we can measure with respect to I of s. Okay. Now, and again, so now what we have, the next step is comparison of f of s and I of s. So this is still this equation is not enough to compare f of s and I of s. So for that, what we will do, we will write in terms of flux. Okay, so we will represent v of t. Okay, this v of t in terms of rate of change of flux, that is differentiation of pi with respect to dt. So this we call it as flux. If you remember in previous what we have done, we have represented in terms of rate of change of charge. So here we are representing in terms of flux. So when you apply Laplace transform, v of s, that is equal to s into pi of s. So now what we will do, we will represent v of s. So instead of v of s, we will represent this v of s as s into pi of s. So finally your equation will be, I will write I of s, that is equal to, so I will write in an order, c into s square capacitor. So if you represent v of s as s into q of s, sorry, pi of s, so s into s square, c into s square, pi of s, the first equation. Next I will take a resistor 1 by r, so 1 by r multiplied by s into pi of s, and finally I will take the inductor, that is 1 by L. So since in denominator we have a s get cancelled, 1 by L into pi of s. Now what we will do, we will compare the equation obtained in force current analogy by considering electrical network and with the mechanical system. So I have taken the both equation. So the equation is obtained by considering force current analogy electrical network. And similarly, the final equation, it has been obtained from mechanical system, the differential equation after applying Laplace transform. So now in this method what we will do, we will compare both electrical network and mechanical system. So I can make a clear point that C is analogous with mass m. So let me write, C is nothing but capacitor, C is analogous to mass m. Similarly, 1 by r, that is a reciprocal of resistance, reciprocal of resistance, which is represented by 1 by r, is analogous to frictional constant B. So this is the second, and the final one is reciprocal of 1 by L, that is inductance is analogous to K, nothing but spring constant K. So reciprocal of inductance, that is 1 by L, so is analogous with spring constant. Spring constant K. Okay, so if I summarize both force voltage and force current, so this will be the equation. See, so force F, in rotational system it will be torque. In force voltage analogy we will represent in terms of voltage. In force current analogy we will represent in terms of I. Okay, mass M will be replaced in rotational. So these two are mechanical system. And these two are electrical system. See, our initial statement was there is an fixed analogy between mechanical and electrical. So in mechanical we know that two forms of motion, that is translational and rotational. What happens in translational and what happens in rotational. And again when we compare these two with electrical, how we are writing the equation. Okay, if it is a mass in mechanical system, so it will be inductance in force voltage analogy and capacitance in force current analogy. You need to replace M by, if you have mass M in mechanical system, in electrical system, straight away you replace the equation with L. So for force voltage, for force current you replace with capacitor C. Similarly, friction constant B. Okay, you just neglect this. Okay. This you already know. We shall consider Fv and Fi. So in force voltage, friction B will be replaced by R, resistor. So here it will be in force current 1 by R, reciprocal. And spring constant K, so will be replaced in Fe, it will be 1 by C, reciprocal of capacitor, and here it is 1 by L. And displacement, so x of t will be in translational motion, theta of t in rotational motion. When it comes to force voltage, you need to represent the charge, that is what I said, rate of change of charge, Q. And here in force current it is pi, that is flux. You should remember this table, this is very much important. Okay, so the question may come in this way. So you need to write an analogous, electrical analogous for a mechanical system. It will be in this form. So the mechanical system will be given. For example, this is the mechanical system which will be given in that exam. Okay, yeah. So this is the mechanical system. So we will ask, write its electrical analogous form. So you need to write an electrical circuit and its equation. So how to do that? You should know what will replace what in force voltage as well as in force current. So this table will clearly make a statement. In force voltage, mass will be replaced by inductance, friction B will be replaced by resistance R, spring constant K will be replaced by 1 by C, displacement will be replaced by Q, and velocity will be replaced by current I. So similarly in force current analogy. So this step you need to understand. Okay, I hope you got this. Next, before that, let me pause. Yeah. Now let us consider the steps to solve for an analogous problem. So here in the examination point of view, you will be given some mechanical system. That system you need to rewrite in terms of an electrical analogous. So for that, the step 1, identify all the displacement due to the applied force. and the element spring and friction between the two moving surface can cause change in displacement. So the first point is very simple. So number of displacement in the given system you need to identify. Okay. So if you remember the previous topic, if you so to write the nodal network, the first step is to we need to identify the number of displacement. The same thing. So we will write the a mechanical system will be given. We will write the nodal diagram and we will represent the differential equation and we will apply Laplace transform and we will get an equation, okay, in terms of algebraic terms. So that particular equation we can write in terms of electrical analogous. So step 2, so draw the equivalent mechanical system based on the node basis. So as I said, so a nodal diagram will be represented for a given mechanical system. So this step you know already, we have discussed step by step. Step 3, write the equilibrium equation at each node, algebraic sum of all forces acting at the node. So we will write the equilibrium equation that I will explain while solving the problem. How to write the, so if you are having 3 displacement, so you will represent 3 nodes and 3 displacement equation. Simple. And step 4, this is very important. If you want to represent given mechanical system in terms of force voltage analogy, so this is the conversion that you need to remember. Force will be represented by voltage, mass will be L, inductance, and friction will be resistance, and spring constant will be a reciprocal of capacitance 1 by C, and displacement it will be represented in terms of charge X, displacement that is current I. So this you must remember, okay, and followed with step 5. The same you can represent an electrical network, okay. Simulate the equation using loop method, number of displacement equal to the number of loop currents. So using the same method you can rewrite the electrical network. The mechanical system can be rewritten in terms of electrical network. So that is all about force voltage. In case if we are following force current analogy, so this will be the changes that we will do in the equation. If you want to represent an electrical network in force current analogy, so force will be replaced by current I, mass, capacitance, friction, reciprocal of resistance, spring constant with 1 by L, X in terms of flux, and here X, that is EMF. So this is how we represent. Okay. Step 7. So simulate the equation using node basis, number of displacement equal to the number of node voltage. So here we will represent, see, one advantage to represent in force current analogy, whatever the network diagram, nodal diagram that you will be drawing in mechanical system, the same can be represented here. So if you remember the nodal diagram, all the elements will be parallel to each other, okay. The same concept will happen here also. So the same you can represent as an electrical network. So in next class what we shall do means we shall take a mechanical system, as I said, both in rotational and translational motion, and we will write down its differential equilibrium equation, and later we will rewrite in terms of force voltage analogy as well as force current analogies. So this will cover your direct analogy and inverse analogy.